What would you do if you got paid over £500,000 every week? $1 million watch, the most exotic cars, huge mansions. Let's look at some of the most insane ways footballers have flexed their cash. The hallmark of almost every successful athlete in our world is an exotic car or 10 to let the neighbors know who's boss. You can say these guys are loco for cars, as they're prepared to drop almost any amount of cash on a whip. Just like when Cristiano Ronaldo splurged around $9 million to acquire a Bugatti 110. CR7 ordered this supercar in 2020, and get this, it was only one of 10 in the world. Now that's just showing the elite class footballers belong to. If you thought Ronaldo shelled some big bucks for his 110, think again, as he went one step further by doubling the price of the 110. To celebrate Portugal's epic Euro Champions victory in 2016, Ronaldo splashed some cash on a Bugatti La Voiture Noire. The vehicle cost the Al Nassr forward a whopping $18.8 million, but it sounds like nothing when you compare it to Ronaldo's greatest rival's car. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner showed everyone just how rich he is when he casually spent $37 million on a Ferrari 335 S Spider Scaglietti. It's not much of a looker in our opinion, but what do we know? It's not like we have any shiny Ballon d'Or trophies, or the kind of money to gift ourselves 2 cars on our birthday, as Zlatan Ibrahimovic did on his 41st birthday. The legendary striker didn't just buy 2 random cars, no. In 2022, he acquired a white Ferrari Daytona SP3 and a red 812 Competizione A, a limited production, track-focused version of the 812 Superfast. Both cars cost the ponytailed football maestro $3 million. A far cry from the $1 million cars Messi and Ronaldo play in, but it takes nothing from Zlatan's class. Before acquiring the Ferrari duo, Zlatan already had a $1.75 million Ferrari Monza SP2 and a Ferrari SF90 Spider. We wonder what it is about the Ferrari that has Zlatan spellbound. Maybe when we buy one we'll have first-hand knowledge. But for now, we'll admire Messi's one of 3 Pagani Zonda Tricolor, built with carbon titanium chassis, sequential transmission, and titanium exhausts. The Argentine legend paid $2 million for this beauty, and you can only imagine what it must feel like being inside. His rival, Ronaldo, refusing to be outdone, also owns a $2 million ride, the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. One car that stands out is Haaland's new Mercedes AMG 1, which is the closest thing to a real-life F1 car that's street legal. He copped this bad boy for $3.5 million, and even at that price it feels like a steal. But you just know this is the sort of car the superstar would drive. The car goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds and has a top speed of 219 miles per hour, which is almost as fast as Haaland on the pitch. Ha! All these cars look amazing, but if you had footballer money, which one of these would you go for? Let us know in the comments. The world's best footballers would tell you that speed is very important, but what could be faster than these super exotic cars these guys already own? Well, how about super expensive private jets? Just check out Neymar Jr.'s Cessna Citation Sovereign, which he acquired for an impressive $22 million. Insane jet with crazy specs. Why walk when you can fly? For shorter air trips, the Al Hilal superstar also owns a helicopter and an Embraer Phenom 100. But his jets are nothing compared to what he flies in Saudi Arabia. The Brazilian enjoys private trips in a $200 million private Boeing 747, owned by Saudi Arabian Prince Al Walid bin Talal. It has luxurious bedrooms, bathrooms, and an impressive golden throne in the middle of the cabin, an aircraft fit for football royalty. Speaking of football royalty, what's Wayne Rooney up to these days? Well, last we heard, he was in his $20 million private jet. They say drip is eternal, and inside his dazzled Falcon 900 LX, Rooney does not harm his reputation. It must be an English boy thing, as another retired Three Lions legend also sports a cool private jet, and it's none other than the ball-bender himself, David Beckham. The charming Englishman not only has Lionel Messi playing for his team, but also travels in the beauty of a Bombardier Challenger 350. The jet is fitted with oversized windows for a better view, and when you have a taste of its many luxurious amenities, you'd see where the $24 million he spent on it went. As usual, we have the very best in football going head-to-head once again, in the game of who's got more to spend. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi both take the cake when it comes to owning the most expensive private jets. Messi made everyone bow to his $37 million Ferrari 335S Spider Scaglietti, but will he come out on top in our private jet category too? The Barca legend owns a relatively modest Gulfstream V that cost him just under $15 million. Looks like he's keeping things modest at Inter Miami. You shouldn't outshine your boss. Ronaldo, however, has no such worries. CR7 owns a state-of-the-art Gulfstream G650 that costs an insurmountable $73 million. Now that's what I call knocking your rival out of the parking lot. Ronaldo's beast boasts a very impressive top speed of 956 km per hour. Ronaldo also owns a Gulfstream G200, which he bought in 2015 for $25 million, but we doubt he'd be flying in that very much now. Before we move on to our next agenda, we must talk about Zlatan's huge private jet, which is currently one of the largest business jets in the world. We know you didn't think King Zlatan was going to be left out. His Cessna Citation Longitude cost a whopping $26 million. The jet has an operating cost of $2,500 every hour, but that's a chicken change for our guy whose net worth is almost $200 million. Of course, footballers boast some of the sickest cribs in the world, fitted with every luxury a footballer would enjoy. This time, neither Messi nor Ronaldo own the top houses on this list. Can you guess which legendary superstar owns the most expensive house? We'll give you a hint. He's played in both Spain and England. Good luck. What kind of home do you think Gareth Bale would live in? Chances are you imagine something like this, but what you may not have imagined is its huge price tag of $8.3 million. Bale's home in Madrid is nestled within the exclusive La Finca neighborhood. You should know that the Welshman's abode is closer to his favorite golf course than to the Bernabeu. Now that we think about it, there was some mention that this ex-Madrid superstar spent more than $2 million revamping his home to look like a replica of some famous golf courses across the globe. We'd complain about his priorities if they didn't once belong to another Galactico, Ricardo Kaká. The Brazilian ditched this house for a massive one in Madrid. The icon acquired it in 2009, and it has 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and an array of sporting facilities, much like what you'd expect from a footballer. One guy whom you may not expect to have a classy taste in houses is Wayne Rooney. However, this Red Devil legend has the second most expensive house on the list. His 6-bedroom house in Cheshire, England is worth an incredible $26 million. It has a pool, spa, pool table, a private pitch to play soccer, and even a state-of-the-art gym. But we doubt Rooney's visited his gym in quite a while. The Rooneys show that they're not newcomers to real estate in their ownership of a $6.2 million mansion in the beautiful Barbados. You know that Messi bought a house and the houses next to it to keep away neighbors, and Ronaldo has several properties in Portugal that defy imagination. But did you know the award for most expensive house owned by a footballer goes to, last chance to guess, David Beckham? Surprise, surprise. The Beckhams own a $45 million home in London. This cost excludes the additional $9 million the Beckhams spent to beat their house into shape. There are 6 large bedrooms, 8 expertly designed and decorated bathrooms, a full gym for workouts, a private theater for watching movies, a beauty salon, and an underground garage to park his spy-like collection of exotic cars. Did you guess right? Another way footballers show off just how much money they have is by acquiring impressive watches. How much would you say is too much for a watch? These footballers know time is money, so they go to any length and spare no costs to acquire any timepiece their heart desires. Benzema is known for having one of the most insane drips on the planet. We're talking well-thought-out designers fitted to leave jaws dropping. You know he's gonna have a sick watch collection to match his dazzling outfits, and the Frenchman doesn't disappoint. The star of his collection is a $560,000 watch, the Richard 6501. The watch went through 5 years of testing before being eventually released. For context, Ronaldo was earning $462,000 at Manchester United. But hold on, that doesn't mean Ronaldo can't afford a watch like this, as if. Ronaldo owns a pretty expensive watch, but more on that later. Right now, check out Benzema's army of Rolexes. Insane! If you think this is an obsession, then you don't know about Neymar Jr.'s love affair with Gaga Milano. During the World Cup in 2014, while the rest of the national team was getting their asses kicked by Germany, Neymar was out spending $180,000 on 16 Gaga Milano watches. His ridiculous spree earned him a place as the brand's ambassador, and of course he's had several watches made just for him in the process. Neymar is very proud of his collection and shows it off every chance he gets. Ronaldo and Messi take things to another level even among the elites yet again. The pair boasts watch collections worth over $7 million. Now that's just extravagant. Ronaldo owns a Franck Muller Century Curvex tourbillon, and it's as expensive as it sounds. The watch alone cost Cristiano over $1.5 million, but it's not even close to the most expensive in his collection, the Girard Perregaux Planetarium Triaxial, which cost Portugal's all-time leading scorer an incredible $2 million. There's only one question left to ask: can Messi top that? Leo loves watches too, but his most expensive purchase was 3 Patek Philippe Nautilus watches worth $420,000 each. His single most expensive piece is a Jacob & Co. Epic X Chronograph Messi Full Baguette, which goes for around $600,000. Nowhere near any of Ronaldo's multi-million-dollar watches. Our guess is Messi can learn a thing or two about splashing money from Ronaldo. After all, why hoard it if you've got it? What do you think of the crazy things footballers splash big bucks on? Let us know in the comments.